Two men on a mission down the rabbit hole of the thoughts that keep you awake at 3 a.m. Welcome to Dose of Dysfunction.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Dose of Dysfunction. I'm your life coach, and I'm here today with our resident redneck.
Howdy, y'all.
And gracing us with his presence ever so often is Just Ian.
Yeah, we're on a two-week reprieve here.
Yeah, I think last week was partially my fault because we had the snow show, and he thought I wouldn't want to do it. So
yeah, kind of that. Kind of just
got fucked up. Didn't care.
Just like when I'm around, they can
I have
wait.
laundry to do at my parents' house actually, so I don't have my own washer and dryer.
Yeah,
Makes for
Yeah, you do.
planning.
You got a sink, don't you? Just wash them in the sink and
It's
then
not
duct
big
tape them to
enough.
the back of your car and drive across town. They'll
No.
dry out.
no, stop, stop.
I can't do that in a city. Maybe
In
the
Brock World,
mountains.
yes.
It would work perfect. I've done it before. I actually took at one point in time two broomsticks, put them in the bed pockets of my truck, and strung rope to the inside of through the cab, and I hung clothes on that, and then across the back of the tailgate and hung them up there, and I just kind of putted around town. Worked great, man. I'm telling you, air
That's not
dried, didn't
surprising at
cost me a
all.
whole lot. Of course, gas has gone up since then.
Not only that, he doesn't have any clothes that anybody's really willing to steal. So, all right. Well, today, let's see what I've got. Brock, have you ever broken any laws?
Dude, that's incriminating. I don't know that I want to
have your
answer
rights.
It's like,
that.
follow what the lawyers say. Shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Dead air, silence.
Or
No.
is it caught doing anything illegal, or
Yeah.
has he just done anything illegal?
I don't think I want to talk about either.
He's like, I'm out. Well, so today I was looking around and there's some interesting laws out there on the books.
Oh yeah, I've
Um,
heard about this before.
so I found a site.
We have some great ones, by the way.
We do. This site picked one law in every state. And some of them are boring and kind of dumb and probably not the best ones out of there. But there's some that are kind of interesting. And this goes in alphabetical order, but I'll hit you with the top. So did you know in Alabama,
Down there in Alabama,
well, they are the first of the alphabet here. So
right?
they're the winners. You got to win at something, right?
Besides football,
See,
Yeah. No, I was thinking I was gonna go the direction of incestuous children, but anyway.
I was like, same name marriages.
Oh, there's one in here though for Mississippi that's really great. It falls kind of along that lines, but we'll hit with Alabama first. Confetti is illegal. In the underrated city of Mobile, Alabama, it is illegal to possess, make, sell, give away, or throw any non-biodegradable plastic-based confetti. The law is a code featured in the section on littering. The law was updated in 2018 to specify plastic-based confetti so that citizens could legally enjoy paper confetti, or it says serpentine, coiled paper streamers during Mardi Gras celebrations. Prior to that, all forms were illegal. Wonder how many Alabama fans they arrested after a national title
They got
game,
the
right?
little
Right? No
poppers.
shit.
Beep. Yeah, just I love though that they use,
Alabama State comes running out onto the field, just going for it. Now we shoot what? Rocks?
well,
Here
apparently.
comes some fucking pebbles, bitches.
Yeah.
Launch rice at them
I
like they're at
just-
a wedding.
I
Can I
just
TV
love
something?
you could. I love though that they use anything that's not biodegradable. Like, I'm not thinking their constituents are really worried about the environment and global warming and
Oh,
things
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
But
I feel like it's just easier to clean up if it's biodegradable because you just push it in a pile. And,
yeah, they just
okay,
spray
a year from now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hose it
right.
down, light it on fire, whatever.
Right. Oh yeah.
No, I want to meet somebody who has gotten a ticket.
Oh my God! Could you imagine being the guy who got arrested for that? Like
Confetti.
you busted off one of those little confetti cannons to like, oh, it's a boy, right? And the police are like, we fucking got him, and they all come running in.
Well, you know what I have in my head for that? Somebody getting their garage raided that's making confetti, right? Normally you've got like all the cops surrounding the house
Confetti
about
dealers.
to bust the meth lab. What are we busting today, boys?
Yeah, what's going on?
We got us an illegal plastic-based confetti making operation in here.
We're gonna take him out at the top. Like he's some sort of drug dealer or some shit.
No,
They got
I need a
Alabama
whole
SWAT
episode of
team.
Cops dedicated to this.
oh my god, the confetti cops. Confetti cops.
The confetti police. This week on Illegal Confetti. I know you have it, George!
I just want to pop one. Let me pop
I just
one.
want to celebrate.
Let me do it, that's pop.
Come on, it's New Year's.
Yeah, right? They won't arrest me on New Year's.
There's enough of
I
us. They
imagine
can't
that's
get
what
us all.
Right? They walk up, sir, do you realize that that's illegal confetti? It's a 6-year-old's birthday party. What are you worried about?
Take him downtown.
Book 'em, Dano.
Be on a thing of Law and Order. Dun dun.
I love it. All right. In Alaska, no moose on sidewalks.
Okay, good luck.
Yeah, let
freaking
me tell the
enforcing
fucking
that.
moose that.
Yeah, that's what it says. In 1913, the mayor and city council of Fairbanks, Alaska, had enough of the antics of bartender Pete Buckholz and his pet moose. Buckholz refused to stop bringing his oversized pet to work at the local saloon. To prevent the animal from coming inside, officials crafted an ordinance declaring that moose weren't allowed on city sidewalks, effectively prohibiting the moose from walking on the sidewalk and into the bar or other businesses.
Ride that bitch down the road.
No.
Yeah, I was gonna say Teddy Roosevelt that motherfucker right into the parking lot.
Who the fuck has a pet moose?
Alaskans.
That guy.
How do you tame a moose? And
From when they were like a little teeny tiny baby.
Bro,
and
imagine
the
like
next
any
part of
other
that-
bovine.
can you
Yeah, that's
imagine
true.
trying to enforce that? Hey, moose, get off the. I mean,
Who owns
It's
this
what-
moose?
yeah.
Beats me, man. I don't know.
It's a
That
moose.
motherfucker needs to be ticketed, though. He shit on the sidewalk earlier.
Mr. Moose, I'm gonna have to ask you to vacate the sidewalk.
Can you imagine? Hey, Bullwinkle, get the fuck off the sidewalk.
It's just, I just can't believe that's the kind of crap that got on the books. And in 1913,
God.
I just figured they would have shot a dude like Pete. Would have been like,
Or
no,
shot
it's
his
Alaska.
moose.
Oh, yeah, Sean
Yeah.
Moose.
I was gonna say,
It's like, we need that meat for the winter here, Pete. Stop being selfish with your pet moose, you jackass.
could you imagine though walking? What kind of doors did that saloon have on it to get a moose in there?
Oh, I know. That'd be healthy. They had to be healthy sized fucking doors. Either that or he cut out big old chunks for them antlers to
Yeah,
fit through.
Megador.
Yeah. No, I had one of my cousins, who was quite a bit older than me, but they had a moose hanging in their basement. And this thing, just a moose head.
Oh,
That
yeah.
thing was fucking huge.
Fucking massive.
I don't even know how he got it in the basement, let alone one. You
Gravity
get one.
helps.
Well, yeah. I feel like though they had to build the house around the moose head, right, to get it down the
Oh,
stairs.
I'm
yeah.
sure they have a window big enough to.
There's a
it
trap
in
door in
there.
the floor or some shit.
I
shaped
have
like a
no
moose
idea.
head.
You would be like when we'd have, because his kids were my age, so I'd sleep over there, stay over there, and one of the couches was like under this moose head, so you'd be that's where
Their
they
guardian
gets to
angel.
sleep under the protection moose
I'll tell
right
you,
until the fucking
the guardian
flag
angel
bolts in the
moose.
wall give out and the fucking moose is laying in the middle of your lap in the middle of the night.
dude, you'd get crushed. That thing was so
Yeah.
big and heavy that'd crush somebody.
Oh yeah.
Moose are fucking wild.
Yeah, moose. All
I
right.
still love to see the motherfucker walk up and write a moose a ticket.
Oh, that'd be great.
Put it right on the end.
Dude,
of
if I was a Fairbanks
antlers.
cop,
John Doe Moose.
I would be writing tickets, and he's obviously a tame enough moose. You should be able to walk up to the thing. So I would be slapping tickets all over its horns.
Oh yeah. Well, no, I'd put one like on his butt.
Okay,
Just walk up and put it on his ass. There
but
you go.
why are they
Pete.
like so upset about the moose? Like,
I know there's a bar out in fucking New Plymouth they bring fucking goats in, and
Is
you have
this-
to rope the goat.
What?
who?
You've never heard of goat roping?
I've heard of goat roping, but I didn't
Not
know
at
there was
the-
a
It's
bar where
thing,
I
Local
yeah,
can.
they
neighborhood bar.
put fucking hay bales and shit out in the parking lot, the dirt parking lot next to the
Lot.
bar. And then they put goats out there and have to rope them or some shit for a contest. And I've never seen it. I've heard.
I want to
lots of
get
stories.
drunk and try to rope goats.
Exactly right.
This
They
sounds
also-
amazing.
They also have a guy who will ride his fucking horse through the bar.
So the moose had to be.
They're
for
pretty
tricks or
fucking
something,
decent.
right?
I mean, it's pretty funny. But I was sitting at the bar and the horse come riding through behind me, and I was like, man, that was a really big dude or a guy on a horse.
Well, my guess is that Pete pissed off the mayor somehow. That's all it boils down
Oh
to.
yeah, he probably got some tax write off because he rode a fucking moose to work or some shit.
That or whenever the police came to like write a ticket to Pete, he just sicked the moose on him, and they can't do anything against the moose.
He would like put a laser pointer on him or some shit. Well, I don't know.
think-
1913. Now.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna fuck with a guy with a pet moose.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so
I
they're
know.
like, we don't want this motherfucker with a moose, so they decided to get rid of him.
Well, yeah, and that's my thing
Mafia
too. Is now
style.
you've written this
Mafia
law, and he's obviously gonna give two fucks about this. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
like, are you
yeah,
gonna
write
stop
me a
him?
fucking ticket. Let's see this go down.
He'll just walk it on the road. Nobody's gonna run over a moose unless they really
I don't know.
want to
Back
total
then,
their
I don't
car.
think they thought about loopholes like, oh, I'll walk.
Well,
it
they
on the
probably
road.
didn't
They
even have
probably thought about
cars.
loopholes like, well, if I
They
draw
probably had,
faster,
like,
I want to know if he rode the pet moose.
or he had like a carriage
know,
for it. This is
right?
1913.
Well,
so
that's what I
how many
mean.
cars are around in Alaska at that time?
I'm guessing
Probably pulling a cart full of gold with that moose.
I can
Pretty
see
bad.
that. That's better farm equipment than a bull, and then a steer or whatever.
Here's
The question would be if you could get two of them trained to pull that buggy twice as hard. You got two
And how
moose
like
power.
durable are
two
they?
moose power.
I'm gonna start calling
How
shit
many-
moose power
moose
when it's
power.
like ridiculous.
What do
is
you
the
got
horsepower
under
in a
there?
moose?
I got two moose power.
'Cause doesn't a horse have like 3.5 horsepower or something like that? I think
It depends
equates
on the
to that.
horse, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
But how much horsepower does a moose have? I wonder.
Like, why did an engineer put the oil filter right above the A arm so you can fucking undo the oil filter and it drops down all of to get about a cunt hair of fucking space between there to get it out? I don't know.
Because they're an engineer.
To make you
Right.
ask questions, see how good it works.
So here's one I know Brock would get in trouble for.
Oh, here we go.
In Arizona,
Not going there.
no spitting.
Fuck that. I get in trouble for that too.
No, here you go. Spitting is a rude behavior that is considered a public nuisance throughout the state of Arizona. But in the city of Goodyear, it's illegal to spit on a public sidewalk, crosswalk, or highway, or on or in public grounds, parks, or buildings. The crime is a misdemeanor, punishable by a fine of up to $2,500 or 6 months in prison.
Jesus.
What's-
Right?
My
I don't think
first,
I'd get in trouble.
first question: how much is the crime for spitting on somebody? Is it more than spitting on the sidewalk?
I think in today's current
I
day
would
and
bet
age,
you it's some sort of an assault charge.
I do believe spitting on somebody is either considered I think an assault charge or it's a hate crime.
I believe.
I'm serious. I think they
Fucking
can,
hate crime.
I think they
Oh
can
my
hit you with the
God.
hate crime.
Are you shitting me?
No, I mean
Oh my
I'm
God.
no lawyer, so let's start
Oh,
there.
fuck.
But I do believe, pending where you're at, you can get hit with a hate crime for spitting on somebody.
Guess I'm bringing a cup to Arizona.
Yeah, but
no
spitting-
shit. You can have a
spitting-
spit jug everywhere you go.
Spittoon.
Spitting forever though has been the big insult. Like if somebody spits on you, that's
Yeah.
been one of the biggest insults ever. So
I get that, but like, what do they just sit at an Arizona Cardinals game and fucking chalk them up? I mean, come on.
I don't know.
You go to an Arizona Cardinals game, watch those motherfuckers not spit
Well, it's
playing
not on
football.
like a sidewalk or something.
There's
Well, this is
it's still on public ground.
this is the city of Goodyear
I would
with
say that's
inside.
private
Oh my
ground.
goodness. No, because all that shit's owned by fucking...
No, public grounds. It says in there public grounds.
No, but I would imagine a football field is private.
Yeah, that's private property.
Is it? I don't know.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's owned by the University of Phoenix, I think, in Arizona.
Yeah, it's going to be a private business
But
that
your
owns it.
colleges will all be...
Not necessarily. They could be a private university.
Yeah, but, I mean, there's at least one or two public ones.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, I don't,
Yeah, but the one that owns the Arizona Cardinals.
Well,
Or
right.
the Arizona Diamondbacks.
I want to meet the
yeah,
dude
that would be the big
who
one, because baseball, that's a big thing.
That was
Right.
a thing in San Francisco. I think they made chewing tobacco illegal, and it was like a big deal with the Giants or
Well, I think
something
that-
like that.
I think the
Oh.
MLB made it illegal to be caught on camera chewing
How do
tobacco
you know if you're on camera?
to where it was a fine.
Yeah,
So
I think
if
they
you-
started finding guys for it.
Yeah, they're like, we don't give a shit if you do it. It's totally fine because it's a legal substance. But
Yeah, don't you
if
remember?
you get caught on television,
oh man.
now
But
it's
that's the
like
MLB's
$10,000 fucking.
That's the MLB's cameras or the
Yeah, but
network's
yeah.
cameras.
So back
Like,
in
how
the
you
day,
supposed
like
to-
a John Kruk who basically had like a
Oh my
permadrool
god!
and the
Yeah.
huge
So
like.
it's just not supposed to be like obvious. You have, like,
Well, dude, and
big
even
ol'
Randy
frickin'
Johnson,
dipping.
when he started, like, he had the big old fucking knot. Because back then, everybody shaved their face because that was the way to be, right? And there was always that big old knot in the side of his face. And I was like, God damn, you see his jaw muscle? No, that's dip jaw right there, boy. I tell you what.
Don't you remember the like every batter that got up and it wasn't like a
Oh,
little
yeah.
spit? It was
This
like
big old stream. Yeah. It was
So,
like a competition back then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who could spit the most on the catcher?
you know, because instead of like spitting in cups and that, a whole dugout full of sunflower seeds is so much better.
Goddamn
Yeah,
right.
but I mean, they're biodegradable and they don't stink as bad.
Ah,
I mean, you can't. I chew, and talking about this has made me go, fuck, it's in the house. But, you know, I mean, sunflower seeds, again, they have, just say you're at a regular public field or whatever, softball practice for the girls next week. There's no chewing tobacco spit all over the place. I don't know. I'd probably be okay.
be
Because I
okay.
start most of my dips off with a can of beer real close. And then I don't have to spit after that.
All right. Well, I got another one for you.
What state is this?
Arkansas. I'm kind of
Arkansas?
no. Oh, but
We
see,
haven't even made it out of the A's yet.
this is the perfect though. He hit it right on the head. Arkansas is say it right. There is a legal code in Arkansas that explains how the state's name should be pronounced.
Isn't
Wow.
it like Arkansas if you say it right or some shit?
No. While it's not technically illegal or punishable to say it wrong with a hard S at the end of the state's name, which would be your Arkansas.
Yeah.
Just put a W at the end of it, Arkansas.
Right.
Figure it the
Yeah,
fuck out.
Jesus.
Arkansas is legally supposed to be pronounced Arkansas.
You can't
I
saw.
feel like it should just be an RCANSAW. Like, fucking make it simple. Jesus Christ.
It starts with an R.
You know,
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
I was gonna say, you do realize, Brock, where does it start with R? Don't,
Yes, I
don't.
know. But it would be funny. I don't know,
It would be
whatever.
legit for somebody from
It's
Arkansas.
like Toys
right?
R.
It's
It's like Toys R Us. It's got the hyphen R. Kansas with the hyphen in it.
Yeah, no, I like it. But that's always been the thing. This is one of my big pet peeves is when you're from a place. It is because I've been.
Yeah, I know when somebody mispronounces it, and you're like, "You new motherfucker."
Well, yeah, it's like somebody who pronounces it Oregon instead of Oregon, Nevada instead of Nevada.
Wor-
Washington.
Yeah,
Washington. I
Washington.
make
Washington
all the time.
pisses
That's
me
how I
off.
say
I
it.
can understand Nevada or
Oh, nah.
Oregon
You can immediately tell
because you're
somebody
just,
from
that's
the
like you
East
trying.
Coast.
That's like you trying to sound it out. But Washington,
Yeah, adding an
learn
R
how to
where it's
spell
not
or
there.
say
I feel
wash.
a little fucking confined here because that's how I say it, just to make fun of
Washington?
people. Oh yeah, Washington.
You probably say crick too.
He
Yeah,
does.
shut the fuck up, motherfucker.
There's two E's, not an I.
Creek.
No, it's crick.
You're up, shit, Crick.
Exactly. And when you ever heard that one say, "You're up shit creek"? No, it's crick. It's an understandable term amongst rednecks.
Yeah, but there's two E's, so
That doesn't matter.
It does matter.
I don't have 3/4
For
of
the
my
English-
teeth, but I can still eat steak. Tell me how that works, all right?
I don't know how that's relevant. but
I was gonna say, how
It's
did
the
we
same
get there?
thing. Same difference.
All
Okay.
you need is a couple teeth to chew.
Interesting.
I
But the English language, it's E.
think my
Not
favorite one
it.
around here though is Le Bois. Because it's like you see it and you're just like, what the fuck is Le Bois?
Yeah, that one will fuck
Boys.
with.
What?
Well, it's like when people put the Z, boy Z,
Boise, yeah.
yeah,
Boise.
which pisses people off. So this one I can understand why they had it. I don't find it to be that weird
Well,
because
fucking spell it right. What other word that has saw in it is SAS? Tell me.
can we start calling it?
Arkansas.
I want to start calling it Kansas instead of Kansas.
Kansas.
You're not in Kansas anymore, Dorothy.
Kansas anymore.
That's really it. Kansas has it spelled wrong.
Yep.
Fuck Kansas.
Which one came first? That'd be
know.
the question.
Probably Kansas.
They just lead fucking it up.
Who knows? All right, California.
Fucking Midwest.
California. No nuclear bombs. This seems like
Motherfucker, they're coming whether you
Jesus
like it or
Christ,
not.
no nuclear bombs. Wow, like that's not a federal law that, you know, any random guy could just walk up, hey, look at my fucking nuke down there.
yeah. So this says some things go without saying, but the city of Chico, California, wasn't taking any chances. It enacted an official prohibition on the production,
How about rape? Is rape okay? I'm
Right.
curious, you know.
testing, maintenance, and storage of nuclear weapons. The law was passed when the possibility of nuclear war was a clear and present danger. I'm still with you on the federal level. Like, I'm thinking,
It's federally illegal to contain or to have in your possession any kind of bomb. So I think nuclear bomb lands underneath that fucking law.
right. If we're doing this, I'm pretty sure the government's going to show up and shut us down. It's
This
just
is
a thought.
how you know you
That
have
or hire
elected
you.
one of the stupidest fucking people on the planet.
If you can figure out how to make a nuclear bomb in your basement, you're getting hired by the government. You're not
Oh,
getting
yeah.
arrested.
Oh no, they're not even hiring.
They're putting you on a
just taking
submarine
you.
in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
Well, that's why you don't hear of any hackers, like kids getting busted for hacking. All the ones that get busted for hacking, they hire them in the Defense Department.
Oh yeah, and they hang over their head like whatever they hacked into. They're like, "This is a punishable by X amount of years. So
Well,
you're
now
gonna
they're
work for
asking-
us for that
No.
fucking long."
And all they're asking them to do is actually hack into their software. And then
Yeah.
they're like, okay, well, how'd you hack in?
How'd you do it? How
And
do
then
we
they'll
have
figure
to
out how
protect
they-
against
yeah.
that?
Yeah,
I get that.
but they pay them really, really well.
I
I
get that.
mean,
but
it's
what
not
guy
like-
was like,
It's not like slavery where it's
Yeah,
like,
it's not like they're,
but you
we
don't
got
have
you
a
by the
choice.
balls,
There's
motherfucker.
blackmail there, because they're gonna be like, "Well, you did this, which is X amount of years in prison, so you can take this job, or you can get X amount of years in
you
prison."
can take this job
Yeah,
and
you
make
can
millions
take
of
this-
dollars.
Government
I'm just
job
saying.
with great benefits
I'm
and
just saying, it's a
better
thing. They're
pay.
gonna throw you in jail if you don't take the job.
Yeah, but they still make the job enticing enough to be
Oh,
like,
I'm not saying they don't.
huh, well, I spend a year or two in prison, or I take a job that pays me 6 figures
To do what I'm currently
Yeah,
doing.
to
Right,
do to
right.
go sit in a dark room and play
give me
video
access
games
to
all
the
day,
video games,
basically.
most
give
of
me
the day, break
access
into
to
somebody.
better equipment and funner shit to hack into.
Right.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, there's not one hacker out there that's gonna be like,
There's probably people out there. That's how they interview for the hackers. They just hack into stuff. I'm like, man, I hope the government finds me.
Just hacking this shit.
leave just enough of a trace that
Yeah.
they come back, and that's quite
So
possible.
you found me. I'm waiting for my job.
Yeah, could you
offer.
imagine they SWAT team through the door, right? And you're sitting there in a lazy boy with a fucking
Just
glass
like
of
Dr. Evil.
glass of scotch, and you're just like, took you long enough.
Yeah,
I practically wrote my address on the bitch.
I've been waiting. I've already hacked Russia and China. Jesus Christ, you're a
Fuck.
little late to the
If
party,
you guys
bud.
don't hurry up, China's gonna have me. All right.
Speaking of, at work, to sell to the military, you have to sign a deal that says that none of this stuff, like, that you don't use, to your knowledge, any like Chinese based electronics for communications, internet, anything like that, and the products you're selling don't have them.
So you have to sell like American-based stuff.
Everything.
To the
Nah,
military, or?
it just can't be China stuff, especially I think by the company Hawaii. But they specify
I
in
would
there.
put a made in China sticker on everything.
Of course you would.
You just put a made in China
Of course you
decal
would.
on it.
Ooh, this one falls up Brock's alley. Colorado.
I feel like you think I'm just this horrible illegal person.
No,
I
this
mean-
this would be like you would be on the right side of this law.
Oh, okay.
Whack your weeds. It's
Whoa.
not what you think it is. In the city of Pueblo, Colorado, it is illegal for a landowner to not cut, destroy, or remove weeds 10 inches or taller, including sunflowers and dandelions. If they don't do
Fucking
so
hate sunflowers.
within 10 days of being notified, the city will do it for them, then send them a bill.
What if you have sunflowers in your garden?
That's what I was saying. So in Pueblo, you can't grow sunflowers.
Yeah, you're burnt chicken apparently.
I guess so.
Wait, how?
Which
how
I'm
tall?
okay with. I
10
want to move there
inches.
now.
Oh, okay.
But think about it. I mean, for people who don't do any yard
It's
care,
probably like this.
I was going to say 10 inches really isn't that tall when you're talking weeds.
It's like the average male shoe size.
Right.
Take your shoe, stand it up. Oh fuck, there you go.
Yeah. So everybody better be on top of it in Pueblo. Now I just want to go to Pueblo just to see if I can find any
I know,
yards
right?
with like
And fucking call the city.
Yeah.
Hey, I found a yard
Yeah,
full of weeds.
You're
Right.
out there with like a ruler measuring them on the ground.
Nah,
Some
fuck,
guy
it was
comes
9
out, hey, what the
3/4.
fuck are you doing in my yard?
That's what I'm
Sir,
thinking.
you have an 11-inch weed. I'm calling the police.
I'm calling you in, motherfucker.
We would soon to be the weed Karens.
You're the
Oh my
criminal here,
God.
not me.
Yeah, sorry I went 45 feet past your no trespassing sign, but
You have a really tall weed.
Sorry, sir, that weed is not regulation height.
And it's not the legal weed. Because it is
No,
Colorado.
I actually.
What about your
I
weed
would be
plants
breaking
in
this law all the
Colorado?
time.
'Cause those grow over 10 inches.
I'm gonna say in Pueblo you can't grow it, or else they'll be coming
or
for
it better
you.
be
Yeah.
inside.
Yeah, that's why we have things called grow houses.
Yeah.
Or
No, and I'm
pots.
kind of against this one because I could give a fuck less. Like I don't. This is a fucking HOA law bullshit right here.
Yeah, but on
This
a
is that
city
lady that
level,
walks up into your fucking yard and goes, "These bushes aren't regulation," and fucking hack jobs them into the ground. You're like, "What the fuck? It was a rose bush that was 4 feet tall. What's your problem?" Again,
It was 4 feet
I would have
tall.
been like, "No." Granted, I don't really care. Look at the neighbor's yard and it's like, your yard looks like shit. Whatever. That's your fucking yard. I don't care.
no,
You know?
Do you believe in HOAs, Casey?
I fucking hate HOAs.
Oh,
I
fuck
feel like-
HOAs.
75% of people I've talked to hate HOAs.
Yeah, this is what blows me away. Everyone I know is like, fuck the HOA, right?
Unless they're the president of the
fucking-
HOA,
Well, I've never met any of those.
or if they hate the HOA when the HOA comes after them, but they want it's
The hypocritism or whatever.
hypocrisy. Yeah.
Hypocrisy,
So it's the what do they call it? What's the opposite of a Karen? Not opposite, but the male version. Kevin
Kyle.
or Kyle. So it's your
A Kyle's
I've had
somebody
to
who
answer
punches
that-
hole in drywall
I've had
Yeah.
to answer that
and
question
drinks
twice
Monster.
in the last
I don't
2
think
weeks.
the Karen and a Kyle are the same.
I thought it was a
Yeah, it
It
Karen
would
and
be
a
like
Kevin.
a
but
Rand or a Paul or something.
No,
I don't know.
it's
Who would be
kinda like-
anyway,
I don't know. I don't like how tall their bushes are.
but
or
that's
they're not
exactly
squared.
who it
Right.
is. It's your people or your neighbors that are like,
Randy.
nobody's gonna tell me what to do. Yeah, this is bullshit. And then they're like, I don't like the color. The paint job on their shed doesn't match the house. We can't have that. I won't be living in a neighborhood where places look like that.
Yeah.
They're destroying
I
my
won't be
property
living in a
values.
neighborhood with
Right,
a pink house.
So,
And
and that's where I
chickens in the
come down to it
backyard.
is like if you live in an HOA, you have no right to talk to be mad about the HOA. You signed the contract at the beginning of your fucking deal. If somebody forced upon you an HOA, like if you lived there prior to this HOA and somehow they forced it upon you, which I don't think they can.
They can't.
do.
It's the HOA is only coming into play in all these new
Newer.
constructions,
yeah.
and so you always want to go by. And I don't know if they have a time limit because I don't fully know how an HOA completely works, but everything I've ever bought or owned has always been in older neighborhoods that there's no HOA or
There's
anything.
a bunch of old people who don't want people fucking with their yards.
Well,
or
here's my thing.
telling them
right?
what to do.
I'm buying property, right? And you want to tell me what color my front door needs to be? I'm gonna paint your nose black on the way out the fucking door because I could give a fuck what you think my door needs to be. That's why here there's no HOAs. There's not a fucking person in this neighborhood who'd be like, "Oh yeah, sign me up." They all got some fucking weird, funky shit out front. Of their
Well, I
house.
mean, if like the little street I live on, the
Yeah.
people kind of across the street from me, they do tree service, right?
Yeah.
They got fucking, it's like a construction lot up and down our street because they
Yeah.
can't get it all in front of their house. So
yeah, but that's a whole different ordinance too. That's
No, but
actually in the
that's-
state of Idaho. There's an ordinance against that.
yeah, I could call them in,
You're right.
but I'm not an asshole. And
You're right. And it's not like anybody parks there. Anyway.
no, and that's what I mean. If I parked
Yeah.
there, but all I'd have to do is walk across the street and be like, "Look, dude, I need the extra parking, and it is in front of my house." And they'd be like, "Okay," because when we have something parked there, it's not like they like do shitty things, block it, or butt up. They just
Right.
park further down the street where
Yeah.
nobody else parks. I mean, they
Yeah.
so it's not that big of a deal. But like in an HOA,
Oh,
say it wasn't
God.
equipment, but it was a travel trailer or something like that, a
Oh, yeah.
camper. It can only, you have to like tell them, and it can only be there for X amount of time, and
Mhm.
it's ridiculous.
I seriously believe that HOA presidents are like stockholders in fucking storage yards. Because think about it, you can't have a fucking motorhome, you can't have a camper, you can't have a spare vehicle. Like all of that shit has to go somewhere else. Who doesn't have some of these and live in a fucking HOA?
Well, then you get into, I'll do you one better. You get into these certain neighborhoods, the ones that are the home prices and values or the upper echelon. It goes down to you can't have a car that's less than X amount of years old.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Oh yeah. No, there was one guy, he's like, yeah, I have to hide my Corvette in one of our neighborhoods that we take care of. He was like, I gotta hide my Corvette in the garage. And I'm like, why is that? He's like, because it's like 20 years older or 30 years older than their minimum year of vehicle on the property. And I was like, you realize you own the property, right? And he goes, yeah. I was like, so.
but when you sign it and you pay dues and all of that
Yeah.
other crap,
Yeah, no.
And
fuck,
I-
it
And then
blows
you
me
have to
away.
pay the HOA.
Right.
Yeah,
on
that's
top
my
of
thing.
that.
Here, I have to pay you money
I have
to
to
keep
pay
my
you-
ass
yeah,
in line.
I have to
Fuck
pay you money
you.
to tell me what I can't do with my
Yeah.
fucking house.
Yeah,
like, the
fuck
only-
that.
The only like positive I see in that is like like all these close neighborhoods next to each other with like chickens, and then people have like a bunch of roosters that are all going off in like 3 or 4 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, but again,
But
that's
then again,
also
that's like-
covered underneath an Idaho law. If you're talking about Idaho, because Idaho claims that your states that you cannot have a rooster within inside city limits. Chickens don't make a whole lot of noise unless something's
Yeah.
going down.
Unless
Yeah.
something's coming at
But a
them.
rooster, that motherfucker will wake you up just because it's time for you to wake up because he feels like it's time for you to wake the
The
fuck
sun
up.
is coming up in 2 hours. You better be up to see it, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, he might warn you that the moon is out. Those motherfuckers are worthless. But yes, and I only know that law because the wife was like, "We need chickens," and I was like, "No, we don't." But she made me go look it up because she wanted to know the rules. And so I told her, I was like, "Well, they can't be loud after this point in time, and they can't do this. They stink like shit." And I was,
I'm sorry. If you want to raise chickens, go live on a farm.
oh yeah,
It's a good source of eggs.
don't buy
though.
a fucking house in
And-
an HOA.
And insect repellent because they murk fucking insects.
Well, not only that, when you're mad at one, you step out the back door, you blast his fucking head off with the whatever pea shooter you got sitting by the door. You got dinner.
No, because
You're
you
gonna call
can't
for
fire
PETA.
a gun in city limits.
No, well, you're right, but
That's what I mean.
outside of
Is
city
a pellet
limits is a
gun
great
considered
deal.
a gun? What is considered a gun? Can I use a
Anything
BB gun?
anything that shoots a projectile.
Okay, so I can't
A
shoot
Nerf
a BB
gun is technically a firearm.
Oh my god!
but it
you
has an orange tip.
Speaking of a
That's
Nerf
true.
gun, I saw a clip of the like world's largest Nerf gun.
The fucking machine gun one?
Yeah, the
Oh yeah, I
that
love this
shoots
thing.
like a Nerf. No, It's bigger. It's
Is
not
it
even a
Nerf
machine gun.
artillery?
It shoots the Nerf missiles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that literally go
It
through
takes
walls.
like 3 guys to move it. Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I've seen it. I seen the TikTok. I got you.
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing.
It's pretty epic. I want to shoot one.
Yeah. Oh no, it would be awesome. It does, and it shoots like a 3-foot long fucking Nerf.
Yeah,
Missile.
it goes through like a wall. I mean,
Yeah. Oh yeah,
it's like
incredible. I have one of the ones that shoots the balls out of it instead of the
yeah, those are
darts.
awesome. Those are way better.
And they fuck shit up.
Yeah,
They don't care.
they
I put a
sting.
welt on the wife's ass cheek the other day with one of those motherfuckers. I'm like, "Ka-ka!" And then I got attacked by the dogs. I was like, fuck, those are the bad ideas. I'm running out the front door.
I was gonna say I bought one of those for my son. We played a few times, and it was like, "This hurts, Dad. Stop shooting me."
This is part of growing up, son.
Yeah,
Take your lickings now, boy.
it's like, nope, that one's mine. What do you mean that one's yours? No,
All right, well, what's your next one? I feel like we
we
could
kind
do
of
a
branched
whole
off
thing on
the
HOAs.
the
but-
weeds of Colorado.
I didn't, and I thought that one was kind of dumb. I was like, well, I'll read this one, but it's not going anywhere. But obviously, that HOA rabbit hole
Oh,
is
it's
pretty
HOAs,
crazy.
that's bad. I
bullshit.
hate HOAs.
That
Fuck
needs to
them.
be like a poll on Facebook or something.
Oh yeah, I'll do it. I'll put one on there.
All right, here's actually kind of an interesting one. Connecticut, pickles should bounce.
How dare you tell?
Pickles
Tell me how much
should
my-
bounce.
Okay,
How hard you gonna throw the
cucumbers
fucking
should
thing?
bounce.
well, here you go. There are plenty of wacky things that are banned in the U.S., but folks in Connecticut are persnickety about their pickles, according to one of Connecticut's former food and drug commissioners.
He giggles in the
This
middle
guy
of
has
it.
no fucking life.
Yeah, one of the tests used to determine whether or not a pickle was legally fit for human consumption was that if you drop it 1 foot, it should bounce.
How high?
It just has to bounce, not just slap on the ground, I guess.
Like,
I
how
want-
mushy is your
you
pickle
know,
if it's just
I
a-
was gonna say,
I don't know that
and
I would
stick
want to
it to
eat
the
it
ground.
anyways.
well, I want to be that pickle tester all day long, just
You're
bouncing,
just dropping pickles.
Bing, just going at, like,
bing,
sandwich shops and
What do you do? I drop pickles.
pickle tester.
I'm pretty sure that would get confused a lot for some kind of porn title. Is that like a fluffer? But
I'm a pickle dropper.
No, I just
Whoa!
literally drop pickles on the ground, guys.
I didn't know that's how you ranked a good pickle, though. It's got to bounce, apparently.
Yeah, I don't know the elasticity or what causes something to bounce.
Well, I guess some of that would have to do with probably having the
Because
right
how-
amount of.
okay, how high-
Firmness.
How high does a cucumber bounce?
I don't know that. I don't know.
Yeah, because a pickle's pretty much just a soaking wet cucumber.
Yeah.
Well, it is, but my guess would be that that's what it is. It's
Like, do
it's
they
a
have
level
a
of.
baseline of cucumber bounce to pickle bounce, and there's a
it can only
perfect
lose.
line in the middle of optimum pickle bounce.
You can only lose 0.25 of the height in a pickle or in a
Y
fucking
equals MX
cucumber
plus
to a
B,
pickle
this
bounce.
shit. Somebody come up with the answer.
That's
Premium pickle bounce.
well because I always thought the big thing.
Connecticut, they just have jars of pickle labeled premium bouncing pickles.
I always thought the big pickle test was the snap, right?
Oh yeah, the
You know,
crunch.
you have
That's
to
because
have
that's
the
the stork always did it
classic.
on the
Yeah,
on the commercials.
the Vlasic pickles. It has to have that.
It's
Nice snap.
Yeah.
crunch.
Well, I'm guessing that's what it is. It's this. It's got that perfect.
Oh, it has
Almost-
to have perfect crunch.
almost-
You drop it, and it
But buoyancy of
bounces.
liquid, right? Because a cucumber obviously has a lot of snap because
oh yeah, because that bitch is fresh and unpickled.
right. But once you pickle it, you have to have that perfect balance of
Snap to bounce.
yeah.
How do you get a snap bounce?
I don't know.
Did it pass the snap bounce test?
I am sure
I don't know, but it
somewhere.
tastes like a pickle.
I need to ask a pickle expert in Connecticut.
Well, maybe one day some pickle expert will actually be listening to this
Oh
and
my
be like,
god, that'd be awesome.
it'd be
You
like,
could just get an email. Actually, the ratio and formula for
He's
pickle
thinking like a
bounce.
whole mathematical
Yeah.
deal, and you're like, oh shit.
All right, you 3 fucking idiots. Here's how this works.
Here's
Per
how
mass
pickle
of
bounce
pickle
works.
due to velocity against ground, whether it's carpet or wood or linoleum.
Is there like a brine mixture? Like if you add enough salt to water, that's what makes affects buoyancy, right? Where you'll
Yeah.
float. So I'm wondering if that's the same. You know, there's got to be
Salt makes
this.
you float in air.
So- Look, his feet aren't on the ground. That's one salty motherfucker right there.
That's one salty motherfucker.
What are you bouncing for?
These are things I need to know.
Tell me, Connecticut, what's the prime pickle? What's the bounciest
Yeah, I want to
pickle?
know who has the best bouncing pickle.
Oh. Sure, there's some porn stars out there that belly up to
They
this
wanna
Show me a
Competition.
competition.
bouncing pickle.
You want to see a bouncing pickle, boy?
Show you
Yo.
go bounce the pickle.
Bounce that off one ass cheek to the next.
Hey, let me bounce my pickle on you.
Pick
Let me
up
bounce
lines.
my pickle off of you.
Yeah, pick up lines.
Pickle, pick up lines.
Pickle.
Look,
What's the
I'm
next
kind
state?
of a
What's
big
after
deal.
Connecticut?
I'm kind of a big deal. I like it. All right. Okay. Maybe one more. We'll go to a would you rather. All right.
This is like, did you expect to get through all 50 states in this?
We haven't even made it through the first page
I
of this.
know.
I wasn't expecting to get through 50. I wasn't expecting to get through it, but I definitely expected to. I don't know.
Get
I thought
through
we
at
would
least
get
half.
farther than we have before the computer dies on us. And we're
Oh
fucked.
shit! Is that what's going on?
Technical
I was like, what are you
difficulties.
looking for?
Please hold.
I'm looking- Well,
Trying
what's
to
that
find a-
one supposed to be plugged into?
Fuck, I don't know.
That's not big enough.
Oh, that.
So this week's Would You Rather was a little docile and a little weird. Yeah, exactly. Casey sees it. The look is weird. We're gonna go with that. This week's Would You Rather is: would you rather say your ex's name during sex, or your partner's best friend's name? And the only way I see that being worth the shit is if they're both named the same. Like your ex is
I
Justin
just
and
feel
your,
like
you
this
know, or
is
whatever.
a fight no matter what. Like this is getting you.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Are we going off people first?
Okay,
You wanna-
so here's
we'll read
I'll
the
give you.
comments.
Let me
I have
give you
I
the.
have
Let me
input
give
on
you the
this.
4 that I have here, and then Casey will read you the one off of the group. But I got X all the way. I've got this is why you always have a pet name for your lady, and you never confess it to your current lady. That way, you're home free. It's a smart plan. I'm not gonna lie there. It's a smart
And
plan.
that would be regular contributor Ray. who
Ray, yes.
normally
He has a plan
Yes.
for
I was
everything.
gonna say Ray's got a
Uh-huh.
plan for everything.
Yeah. And then I have good thing I'm my husband's best friend. I'll say my name any day, which is kind of funny and weird all at the same time. Could you imagine that?
Say your own name.
You say your own name during sex? Like, okay, you conceited fuck.
I was gonna say that's pretty narcissistic. I think
yeah.
that's
Oh
gonna,
yeah.
That's gonna lead to a fight too.
Yeah, I know. And the fucked part is
What
it's
the fuck
my
are you
wife.
saying? Why the fuck are you saying your
That's
own
why I'm
name,
like,
you
oh,
jackass?
okay, I want to hear this. This ought to be real good. She's probably one of the few people in this world that could get away with it, though. I wouldn't give. I'd be like, okay, you're weird.
Whatever makes you happy. Whatever gets us to.
Whatever has allowed me back in here again. Yeah, I'm okay
thinking
with
of it in
this.
terms if I was like, oh, Casey.
You're right.
I would feel even weird. I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, what the fuck did I just say?
Yeah.
Oh.
Um,
And then I got, oh gosh, I'd say X because saying their best friend's name is a whole different can of worms that no one wants to open. And I would have to agree.
yeah, Who did that one?
That was Elizabeth. I think it's Walk.
I don't know. I got one more. And this was from Jordan.
We call her Joe Dirt.
Oh, all
She's
right.
a huge Joe Dirt fan.
Fair enough. So this one, it says, I used dog. Only got to about first before I got beamed with the ball.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. That's.
Jordan.
I feel like he was forced to write that
Is he
by
saying
whoever
'cause
was
of the
holding
pet
the anal
names?
beads.
Yeah, the pet names. That was in response to Ray's.
Oh,
though.
is that
He
okay?
was commenting on Ray's.
I was gonna say because I like read it and I'm like,
I
okay,
used
somebody
my
was
dog's
holding.
name and it only led me to first base before I got pelted with a ball.
I was gonna say that if your pet name is if he went with dog.
Ooh, Fido.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
What the fuck did you just say?
Get off me, you sick fuck! Like,
Come here, Fluffy.
Yeah.
Did you just what?
better be talking about Gabriel Iglesias.
Yeah, right. And I'm Husky.
I still think the winner is probably the last one.
Yes, I would have to give it to Elizabeth
Joe Dirt.
or Liz. Joe Dirt. Yes, I call her Joe Dirt. My wife giggles and tells me that's not nice, but
Yeah, it's
but yes, I would give it to Liz.
well. So now the question is, Brock, what would you go with?
I don't know. I mean, X is fairly simple because it's force of habit, right? Like, I mean, at this point, it's not anymore. But
no,
I'm also not gonna say names while I'm in the bedroom. I don't.
Yeah.
That's stupid. That's dumb.
That's why you just use. Oh God.
Yeah, right. Right. Use some like weird. You know what's really funny is you do like your best impersonation. It's funny, but it's not funny because shit stops all at once
I was
and it
gonna
does.
say,
It's hilarious,
you
but
remember my last comment of "Get off me, you sick fuck"?
Exactly,
That leads
yeah.
to a lot of that.
well,
Well,
could you imagine doing some like somebody who's actually attractive? You could do their voice or whatever, and then that's what you have to do it in from
God.
now on. I'd be like, fuck.
Yeah. What I was gonna say, if you did a voice or something like that and it worked, and now you're stuck in, you're like,
You
uh
have
yeah.
to always do the voice.
Oh yeah.
do the voice, do the
Oh,
voice.
get down, you dirty. Yeah,
Or
you
like
like
that-
have to lean in with something.
Or like that meme, do the roar.
Oh, well, Ian, you seem to have.
Well, I was just saying, like, the X, like Brock said, is like a force of habit. But is it your own best friend or is it
No, it's
No,
their
no,
their
best friend.
So
Yeah,
it's-
would
if
you
it's
rather
their
say
best-
your ex's name during sex or your partner's best friend's
Yeah,
name?
so if it's their best friend, you've been thinking about doing stuff with their best friend.
I was gonna
which
say,
is
or you've
way
been doing
worse
stuff
than
with their best friend.
than with somebody you've already done stuff with in your past. Where it's
Yeah,
just
that's like you're
that
sitting
could
there
be
going
like
to
a
town and
simple-
you hear your best friend's name and
I
you're
mean,
just
it's
like,
still
what in
alarming
the
because
fuck?
they're thinking about you're thinking about your ex, but at
Yeah,
the
I
same
think
time-
the X is a doghouse you could eventually get yourself out of.
Best friend, you're done.
I was
Cut it
gonna
off.
say,
It's game over.
but best
I
friend.
don't know about like 20 years in the future. You've been married for about like 15.
Oh, yeah. Well, I
or-
mean, that would
or
still
20.
suck. But
That's what I'm saying. I'm looking at this going, I've been with my wife for 20 years, 21 years.
Yeah, but you
Like,
bring up her best friend. She's like, wait a second.
even if you bring up your ex, why are you thinking about somebody from 20 years
Right.
ago?
I blacked out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're not like 6 months in a relationship where maybe you can roll that one off, right?
Yeah,
No.
that's not a force of habit thing anymore.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
you're-
I mean, that
especially
would-
if you're
you're-
saying names the entire
Oh yeah,
time.
you're gonna be up shit creek.
yeah, no. I'd probably just have to walk away at that point and just be like,
You know what? I'm just gonna throw in the towel, watch the film, and come back later. Come back with a better game plan next time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hit
I
the
mean-
showers.
It's gonna be walking over to the computer and finding the like. I'm thinking of it in terms of I'm gonna have to go find the nicest vacation I can to like.
no,
Where-
you're screwed. You're
Or a new
screwed.
thing of
She's killing
jewelry.
you.
Oh yeah,
No, see,
Or
that's
your
why I
ex.
just shut the fuck up. She's 5'2" and scarier than a motherfucker. All right, 2 women in this world that scared the shit out of me: my mom and the one I'm married to.
Yeah.
Shut.
No, I would. Yeah, no.
Like, talk dirty to me. The floor needs vacuumed, you know? Like, I'm not even going there.
I see some dust on the end table.
There's fingerprints on my TV. Talk dirty to me. We need a new condom.
Haven't showered since yesterday. I don't know. Why.
Smell my armpit. Smell my armpit.
I don't know the right way to go about that.
But yeah,
No.
I think you're fucked more with the
The
best
best friend definitely fucks you more than the.
Oh yeah, it's over.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
totally
then
over.
that best friend can never come over again.
Yeah, well, and you lose 2 people at that point.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if there's been some hanky-panky going on between the 2 of them anyways. It's like, fuck this, I'm out.
Yeah, no, it's over. But what? Okay, so you do that and they leave you. What happens when you get a call from the best friend? Because they'll tell the best friend that's why they left, right?
I don't know. I don't think they would.
Yeah,
I guess it depends on the person
Nah,
you're
they
married
would.
or with.
I mean, I guess, but I don't
It's
know
like,
that
can
I
you
would answer
believe
the
this
phone.
motherfucker?
Yeah.
He said your name when he was having sex with me. And it was
Yeah.
just like, hey, word on the street is you've been thinking about me.
Or just no, more likely what would happen, it would be like they would be pissed off at their best friend and they'd be like,
They would just end it with their best friend, I feel like.
yeah. They'd
Did
be
you imagine like
what did
sitting
I
there
do?
in like the Friends setting, right? And there's all 3 of you are sitting on the couch, and he's just like, "Yeah," and she said your name, and then like gets up and leaves, right? If it was me, I'd turn and be like, "How you doing?" I just straight up land with one of those. Like, fuck it, let's see where this goes.
No, man, if I was that same setting and I was the friend, I would be like, I'm out. I got shit to do. Like,
Have some grocery shopping or something.
I think I got a
Fuck.
dentist appointment. Like,
I gotta go see the doctor. Why? I have cancer.
Yeah.
Of the brain. Apparently, I'm out.
this is between you all. I'm out.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
What did I do to deserve this?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Why are you bringing me into the bedroom? God damn it! I have nothing to do with this.
God damn it! I wanted to sleep in the chair. So do you have a would you rather?
Oh yeah, I got a few.
Oh,
Yeah.
a few.
Yeah, no, I'm chalked up. Here, I'll hit you with the top one. Would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future?
Oh,
10 minutes.
well, 150 years, I'm probably not going to be alive unless.
Yeah,
I'm
I
in-
mean, you're gonna be some crazy old nut job. You're like, oh, in 150 years.
unless
this
you
is
really
gonna
care
happen
about
to
your
people around
family and
town,
you're
whatever.
really good with investments, but
Yeah,
yeah,
I
I
was
guess
gonna
that would be
say
good.
setting up your family, I'd want the 150, but because I'm like the rest of the world with ADD, I want the 10
Yeah.
minutes.
Oh yeah.
I need the constant.
Trust me.
What's
that shit is
happening 10
rough.
minutes from now? 'Cause
Yeah.
you could just know what's happening like 10
Oh
minutes
yeah,
out.
I'd be
Every minute you think
altering
about
my
it.
day. I'd be hiding a lot because I'd know who was gonna come ask me a
It's like,
question. I'd be
oh,
like,
yeah.
all right, it's time to leave.
But do you get like the continuous 10 minutes or is it like it just jumps
Every 10 minutes,
it just
gives
jumps
you a,
10 minutes forward. So something can happen in like
No,
the
it's the
1 to 9 minutes in between.
it's the ability to see. And the way I interpret it is,
It's like walking around watching 2 TVs.
well, no,
Live
it's
time and in the future time.
it's the when I want the in the future time, right? I can see 10 minutes in the future if I want to. So
See, I feel like this is a would you rather, so it'd be as fucked as possible, right? So you're like standing there, and all of a sudden you have like this like thing happen
That's
to
so
you,
Raven.
and
Well,
you just he's
Yeah,
like
the
zoned
whole
into 10
That's-
minutes from
That's
now,
So
and you're like,
Raven
oh
moment
my
where it,
god.
like, goes inside or something, and she's just like, oh shit, this is about to happen or something like that.
but that's
But
so
you don't know
fuck are
the
you
events that
talking
lead to
about?
it. You've never
That
seen that So
girl
Raven?
show or some
Yeah.
shit.
It's
on
Disney Channel. Okay.
I'll
Your
take you
sister
another
will
way
know
though.
about
If
it.
we take that philosophy though, that you're constantly seeing 10 minutes into the future, it'd actually, I think at that point I would rather the 150 years
Oh yeah.
because constant 10 minutes in the future, you would be constantly altering what you were doing because you could see what the 10 minutes was. So it would be like this massive jumble of
Yeah, but think about it.
shifting
You
and
could
moving.
be the butterfly effect deal, right? You could be massively changing what happens in 150 years.
Well, right, but you can't see that. But I'm saying it would be so many synapses, right? That response, because it'd be so quick. It'd be, oh shit, that car in 10 minutes at this intersection, I'm going to get hit. Well, now I'm turning this way. Now you see something else. Like everything you
Right.
do would constantly be changing, where the 150 years, that's
You're
a
just
more,
getting hit by the car.
well, no,
150 years. You died a couple of years ago in a car accident.
I'm saying
somehow.
the overall ripple effect of what you were doing would be less, right? It would play out less because you'd be seeing so far in the future, you wouldn't be manipulating every moment you're in. So you'd be going about your daily life for the most part, but it would be like,
So is it visions or is it literally like?
Yeah,
oh, I
still,
wonder.
I mean,
yeah,
are we
I
talking?
wonder
I don't
what's
know.
gonna
This,
happen in
this
10
one kind of
minutes.
gets blown to shit because here's the problem with 10 minutes is you change everything you do, right? You're
Right.
paranoid as fuck. all
well,
the
right,
time.
it'd drive you nuts. You
Yeah.
would absolutely go
Eventually,
crazy.
you're just off yourself. 150 years into advance, there's no fucking point in even seeing that. You're not going to live through it. Your kids, they might get there. I don't. Well, no, because you're not. Well, I mean, it'd be a special circumstance.
Well, that would
Mine
all,
might get there, but yours, I don't know. But even still, I mean, you can't. Everything you do, it's still going to drive you nuts because shit's still going to change. Yeah, I mean, it's
I
kind
think
of
it-
one of those would you rather's. It's kind of like I don't really know one or the other.
No, I
Unless
think-
you're seeing inventions from like 150 years. In the
I was
future.
gonna say,
Yeah,
no,
I
the
mean-
150 years. I guess it depends on where like your moral compass and your conscience is of feeling like you need to leave things better, right? Less
Right.
in the moment,
Do
and
I
more
do
of,
shit for myself or do I do it for society?
well, that would be the thing. You're looking 150 years, and if you're
Shut up,
looking
Kyle.
at it,
It's
no,
your fucking HOA.
It's
But it-
Randy, sir.
it would be that if you saw 150 years and everything was wiped out, right? We had a nuclear winter, right? You see forward and it's nuclear winter. It's like, oh shit, what if we start doing things? So now you start advocating for certain changes and say they
Right,
happen,
man,
and then
bear
you
pig.
go, right.
This has got to be Elon Musk.
I'm
Elon
thinking-
Musk saw the
I'm
death
thinking
of Earth
Kilgore,
150
what
years
the
in
fuck
the
was his
future.
name? The fucking the only thing I can think of is the South Park episode
Man, bear, pig.
Man Bear Pig, where it's I can't think
Al
of his
Gore?
name. Al Gore. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I mean, how many people are like,
You're
you're
right,
fucking
we're-
nuts?
We're sorry we made fun of you.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
have to
right.
take me bowling before I take you serious.
Man, bear, pig. That just reminds me of the Mountain Dew commercial. Monkey, puppy, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
I
don't know. I think you would get chalked up as that old like the old
You'd be
crazy
the crazy
bastard
fucker,
that
right,
nobody
yeah.
fucking listened to.
75 years from now, we're gonna be dead.
I don't know. I still would. I think for me personally, I would, thinking it through, I don't want to go crazy, so I'd rather see 150 years. And I may look at it and go, oh, we're fucked. and just do what I
You'll
gotta
never
do.
look again.
Well, I guess fuck it.
You know? Or it might be like, the other part, what if it was like you look 100 and it's utopian and then
you're still alive.
Then you're like, how the fuck do we get here? This is a ride I want to take, right? You're like, then you start be looking at everything you did is not fucking it up, right? How do I not fuck this up? Now that I know what it is, how do I not fuck this up?
Yeah, because I mean that would that would be like the ultimate thing held over your head, right? I mean, you're oh shit, I'm gonna fucking screw this up.
You're in the gas station pumping gas. And next thing you know, the 150 years is a wasteland again. And you're like, what? I just pumped gas. What
You're
happened?
supposed to spill your gas everywhere, jackass.
There's your fucking global warming, you douchebag. So you go and like plant flowers or trees or some shit. Oh, it's back! It's back!
Right.
We're walking everywhere. I'm buying a bicycle. You buy like a new one, Wasteland. Fuck! I should have bought a used one.
Right? I'm just saying that would. I'm going to 100.
That would fuck with you even
Yeah,
more.
that would be even worse.
That would be just as
Because
bad
then
as
you're
every
just
10
seeing
minutes.
the dystopian wasteland or utopia.
No, because you.
and you're just like, what did I fucking do?
What the fuck? Every time you're like taking really slow steps, just everywhere you go. Why is he walking so slow? I don't know.
You would
He's fucking
eventually
nuts.
become the homeless guy on the corner on the milk crate saying, holding the deals, talking about like the end is
Oh,
near
yeah.
and it's coming if you
Oh,
don't
yeah.
change your ways. Yeah, you're kind of fucked either way. I'm still going 150 years in the future.
Yeah, I mean that's a good one.
I think I'm gonna need 10 minutes.
You go crazy.
I'm
You're
already
crazy.
paranoid
anyway.
I
Well, I
would
was
really
gonna
like
say-
to split this in half and do like 75 years. I mean, I want to know what I'm getting buried in, but at the same point in time, I want to see into the audience and know if my kids and my grandkids have enough money to afford good clothes to go to the funeral. Like, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, okay, they look good. We're good.
No, what it'd be is your kid brings home their date, right? And they're like, no, I don't really like him. I think I'm going to move on. It goes to Wasteland. You're like, no, you're hooking up with them. I don't give a fuck what
Yeah.
happens here.
I will cut your throat.
Yeah,
You're fucking
Yeah,
that son.
After you just see Wasteland the entire time, you're trying to change it. It never changes. You're just like, I guess we're fucked.
Well,
You never know what decisions change that.
no, that's true. That's very true. Well, we're gonna exit our wasteland of this topic.
Oh, shit.
I think we'll call it an episode. So, like us, follow us, Dose Dysfunction on Facebook, Dose of Dysfunction as the group. We're on TikTok, Dose of Dysfunction, YouTube, if you want to re-listen to it. No, we haven't gotten video yet, but one of these days,
You'll
weeks,
see our-
months,
Look, we're
years,
too ugly for
makeshift
video, all
room.
right? When we get it figured out,
No, you know what I'm thinking though? The video for YouTube is almost we need to record it in live, right? Where we record, but the dual, so it's like the making of.
I was like, just think about how much problem we had with the sound.
I was
Oh,
gonna say
we're
we
gonna
fought
video.
this fucking shit
I
so hard.
was gonna say we fucked up sound enough. Video would be even worse. I don't know, but maybe that's what people want to tune into. A
They
total
want to
shit
watch.
show.
They want to look at us. Yeah,
Be
that's
like those motherfuckers.
Who are the people saying this?
I want a
crazy
face
ass
to these names. Great, we're getting sued.
For what? The whole like $1.99 we made off this shit. I mean, we're still on the backside. We had to buy mics. We had to do that.
Oh
stuff.
yeah, oh yeah.
We are.
I still have to. I agree. I don't like ads at all. I hate ads, and the only reason I'm okay with the one ad we did is because they really have helped us out a lot.
Yeah. No, the one ad's good. So we probably should re-record it now that we're a little more
Oh, I know.
comfortable. But
Yeah,
one of these days.
we'll get there.
Yep. So, all right. Anyway, we appreciate any feedback. Do the poll. We got a poll up on Facebook.
Ooh, people like our poll.
Ooh.
I like saying it like that. That was
Spicy.
fun.
I like it when people like my poll. Anyway.
All
All right. At any rate, we appreciate you all and good night.